Welcome back, everyone, to Rob's Daily Classics. I found this beautiful 1968 T-Bird in Missouri with the 429 cubic inch engine, and he's asking $12,500. Let's go check this car out. You know, $12,500. Let's take the price point right away. For a car that's 57 years old, you know, it's not a lot of money. And the problem is that the fifth generation T-Bird really didn't do much in the day, and it's really not remembered by many people unless you were a real car enthusiast back in the day and continue to be a car enthusiast today. You'll know what this car is because nobody knows T-Birds looking like this. The four-door sedan having the suicide doors is very memorable. But this T-Bird here in '68, basically it was the second year of the fifth generation that ran from '67 to 1971. It was a body-on-frame production. It was related to the Lincoln Mark III. Actually, what they did was they used the four-door sedan of the T-Bird, and they shared that platform with the new Mark III that they had come out with in '68 and a half. In '67, this new style came. It was much larger to emphasize luxury, so they did it on purpose to put this car on a bigger frame because they wanted to speak more about luxury than they wanted to talk about, performance or sports type cars, So the convertible was dropped in favor of the four-door sedan, which is the suicide door feature, which is absolutely gorgeous. And the car took on this really dynamic looking front grille. Let's see if I can go back there. Come on, front grille. They called it a fish mouth, basically. And that fish mouth grille, really an open mouth fish. And it had this beautiful, stylish bumper, very thin bumper, and they called that the lip of the fish mouth, and hideaway headlights and all. But, it was just remembering that we were coming from the turbine era cars and everything looked like airplanes and, real big breather type entrance, radiator and such. It was a stylish design. I liked it a lot. I mean, and the rear taillight treatments, again, that beautiful thin bumper. And the rear taillights had the sequential taillights blinking, for right and left. And it was a mechanical electrical feature that stood in the back of the trunk. Kind of interesting how that worked. You get a chance, look it up. It's today everything is digital and all, and LEDs. But back in those days, they worked real hard to engineer a sequential taillights, which still work to this day. And this Landau Coupe was beautiful. And we'll get into the story on this one. Basically, this car in 1968 and a half, the car basically adopted the 429 cubic inch engine as a standard engine for the size. Again, they wanted to emphasize luxury and performance as far as high performance. The 429 was conservatively rated at 360 horsepower, and even with its extra size and extra weight, this new T-Bird was one of the fastest T-Birds ever built by Ford Motor Company at the time. So, really nice car. You don't see many two doors. You see the suicide door cars out there. Let's check out the photos to see what we can tear apart a bit. The interior looks really nice. I mean, the car looks to be in nice condition. I don't believe it is restored in any way or repainted. It's possible because it is a nice paintwork on the car. It may not be the original paint, might be the original color. I give the seller credit for putting these dish mag wheels on the car because at first I didn't like it, but I'm getting more accustomed to it. I do like black walls on cars. I'm not a big white wall tire guy. So I think that kind of gives this wakes it up a little bit. Certainly not a traditional luxury feature, but I like it. I think it's pretty bold for him to do that. Tinted windows, I guess they're allowed to do that where they live. I can't do that here. I mean, the big thing with the cars like this being it's kind of Midwestern and all is that, of course, you want to worry about rust and you want to worry about the Landau roof and all that, having rust underneath. But overall, what I'm looking for in the photographs, it looks fairly presentable. And again, for a 57-year-old car for $12,500, I don't know. I know people are going to think it's worth $8,000, or $7,000. But, hey, this is 2025. $12,500 gets you a lot of car here. 429 cubic inch engine. I mean, that in itself, you just open up the hood at the next car show, just have some fun with that one. So I'm liking this car a lot, and I like it, again, originality, condition, and price. Originality, this car looks nice except for the wheels. I'm sure he has the original wheels. Condition looks outstanding, especially the interior, and the price is excellent. So, and I know most of you would think it's worth less, but we got to go back, 57 years ago. Beautiful interior, beautiful stainless steel type of finish here on the dashboard, and where the glove box is on the center console. I mean, they put some money into these cars. And I love the wraparound rear seat back there. That traditional look continued with this new 5th generation. Yeah, look at that beautiful dashboard, the beautiful gauges and wood. Now, this is having restored 2 Mark IIIs in my day. This probably has the electric... on top of the dashboard, they had the sun visor and they had some warning lights. And those warning lights for, door ajar, trunk ajar, brake light not working. And they were basically fiber optic lines back in those days that ran all the way through the car to the rear taillights. And that's how those little lights worked in the headliner there. And yeah, it was pretty advanced. And so climate control features and things like that are a little touch and go. They were all vacuum operated back then. If you have a vacuum leak, you can go crazy. But yeah, look at that. Landau top looks really nice. I mean, if he restored this car and did the top and all, that's kind of amazing. And it's good price. So the door panels look wonderful. This door panel looks even better than the door panel I had on my Mark III. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I like the car a lot. And there's the engine bay. Horrible photos. I guess he used the cell phone and pointed it in the wrong direction. But one of the things that come out in this photo is, well, first you can see that the car is nicely taken care of. I don't believe this engine was out of the car, but it looks like it's nicely pampered in a way. And you'll see these 2 hydraulic lines going through the firewall. And I'm sure some of you know what that is, but when I bought my first Mark III, I found out that that's what actuated the windshield wipers. The windshield wipers worked on hydraulic fluid and made the wipers go back and forth, back and forth. So very interesting, because when the car's sitting idle, with the engine off, you can turn the wipers and switch the windows because there's no mechanical operation. It's hydraulic. It's kind of strange. But yeah, a lot of air lines, vacuum lines to worry about and have some fun with. But yeah, I like a little schmutz here, a little rusty here, but not that bad. 57-year-old car. Is it worth $10,000? Is it worth $9,000? I don't know. We'll have to figure that out, right? But I think the car gives a nice presence for what it is, and maybe the air conditioning works as well. So, and with these headlights, just like the Lincoln Mark III, when you park the car, the lights close, and then all of a sudden the lights open up, and you realize you have a vacuum leak. So one of the first things you want to do is just sit around for the car, shut off for a while and see if those lights flip up. If they don't flip up, even better, man, even better. Yeah, had twin rear view mirrors back then. I guess that was an option, unless he put them in. But yeah, I guess you're getting from the conversation here that I like the car a lot. Many of you may not. But, hey, that's what Daily Classics is all about. We try to find cars that are a good deal. And I think this car at $12,500 at least as a starting point isn't something bad to dive into. And he says everything works. The air conditioning works. So, hey, go for it, Rare diamond green color. I like that color a lot. Matter of fact, I actually painted my Mark III this same color. And, yeah. It's just, that's maybe why I like it so much. But, yeah. All right. So that's it. So it's a 1968 Ford Thunderbird, 429 cubic inch engine, rear wheel drive, staring right at you for $12,500. Give the person a call, get to know him, find out what he's all about. I travel through Missouri when I go to Texas. So, I don't know. If he drops the price a little bit, I might even see this car. But that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not already a subscriber to Daily Classics, please jump on and subscribe. We'd love to see you. And please pass along the video to folks that love cars as well. That's how we grow. And if you enjoyed the video, give a thumbs up. If you had a car like this in your lifetime or have some experience, tell us about it in the comments below as well. Thanks very much. Have a good weekend coming in, and hope it stops raining here in the Northeast, because it's been like 9 days of just straight rain. Take care. Have a good night.